everyone, this is Lisa with Backallie. We are going to do some more Farm Fresh blocks today. We are going to catch up with peas and carrots block, which was part of the last, but they were all 12.5, so I could only get 4 in that video. So we're going to make peas and carrots, which is 12-inch block. And then we're going to do 5 6-inch blocks. We'll see if we can get all of that done today. So we're going to do 6 blocks possibly today. So come along with me. Let's see if we can get it done. All right, so here's peas and carrots. It's going to be a 12-inch block. Got everything cut and I've got everything marked. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to grab P. There's P and E. I'm making 5 of these. Let's grab E. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We've got 5 different colors. I mean, these are the same, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And we need 4 on each because we're going to do up the corners so we make them round. That one, that one. Two, 2, 4, 2, 4. It's 3, 4. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to snowball the corners. So we're basically going to do this. Just like that for each one. Okay, so I made all 5 of the snowballs. And then I grabbed O because I have to snowball them as well. So I went ahead and did O and snowballed them. So we are going to grab, putting it together. So I'm just trying to find the right pieces that I'm looking for. So it's going to be this one, and this one. Okay. So I'm going to set these aside. Oops. Picked up, let's see. Let's make sure. That one, and that one. Yep. I'm going to set these aside. So I have one of the big ones and 2 of the small ones. And I'm going to grab H and C. There's C, there's H, and H. I'm going to put an H on the bottom of this one. And I'm going to take H and put it on the top of that one. And then I'm going to take C and C will go in between. And C will go in between. Okay, so I'll go ahead and sew that up. Just so I'll sew this up, and this up, and then I'll join them all together. Okay, I went and snowballed Q as well. There's 2 for Q. So I snowballed those as well. We're going to take A, H, and I, and we're going to grab some more. 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab our big one. Let's see where these little ones go. One of those little ones are both, those are Q's. I think they might go next. It's like a puzzle, isn't it? So we're going to grab A. It's like a puzzle. And A is going to go there. That doesn't look right, does it? So maybe that one's for the next row. So we're going to do, sorry y'all, I'm trying to figure it out here. We're going to take, that one makes more sense. And A again. A again. And then this one. And I, which is not going to go on there. I would go on those. Okay, so this one's going to be I. I'm getting it. It's like a gigantic puzzle. So that one's going to go like that. And then this one. This one is going to have I on the top of it and H in the middle. Oof, an H in the middle. All right, y'all. We don't need this one yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, can you see all those? That's exactly how I'm going to sew it. Okay, so now we have this piece. Did all the snowballs. Got this piece. I'm going to set these aside for just a second because we're not going to put those together yet. We're going to grab M and B. M and B. And we're going to put this there. And then we'll put one there. But I'll sew this one first, and then I'll sew that one. And then we're going to grab N. Is that N? It is N. We'll make 2 of these. N and D. And put 2 on that one. Put 2 on that one. What we're going to do with these is we're going to put 1 there. And then we're going to put 1 There. We're going to do the same thing for this one. So we'll put it here. We'll sew that, and then we'll put this one there, and we'll sew that one. Okay, so I'm going to do these 3 pieces. All right, so I have these units, and I've got this one. So, because these will be the end, and then this is the big one. So the ends are our carrots. All right, so I'm going to set that aside. We're going to grab K. I'll start working on the carrots. Did all the peas. We're going to grab D. And take 2 of those. And we're going to grab... Then we're going to grab B. So these are going to go on the top part of this carrot. So we're going to round this carrot off at the top. So these units are going to go there like that. And then these bigger pieces are going to round off the bottoms. It's going to go there. And then this one will go there. So now we have the two bigger carrots, or these might be the smaller carrots. We're going to start putting some things together now. And we're going to start putting some things together. So we're going to put these on there. And then this one on there, and then those 2 on there. Okay, so now we've got the ends on our carrots. Isn't that great? The ends on our carrots. All right, so let's see what we're gonna do. Let's put all 3 of these peas together. So I'm gonna get my book out so I can see the way they need to be laid out. And we're gonna do this one first, and then this one, and then this one. I think they're gonna go like that. I'm just gonna double check it with the book. Whoops. So, oh, see, this one's backwards. Goes like that. That one, that one, that one. That one, that one, that one. Okay. So it's going to go just like this. Okay. Okay. So there's all the peas. All the peas. All the peas. And then we're going to take the 2 smaller carrots. We'll wait on the bigger carrot. We're going to take the 2 smaller carrots. I gotta see which one's going to go where. So this one's going to go first. And then we're going to flip this one around, and then this one will go there. Okay. So I think I'm going to sew the 2 carrots together, and then I'll add it to the pea block. So I've sewn the two carrots together. Now we're going to add that to our pea block. And we're going to add it right along the bottom there. All right, so now we've got that. So now we're going to add F. Oh, now I gotta take it apart because I forgot to add G in between the carrots. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. Y'all. Real life. Real life. I need to add. Okay, I need to add G. Which is just background fabric. But I need to add G onto our smaller carrots like that. And then I need one in between there. So I'm going to have to pull that as well. Y'all. Okay. I need to rip this one here. Just moving too fast. I was like, oh, this is coming good fast. Especially if I skip. Especially if I skip pieces. It's going to come together really fast. We don't want to do that though. We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We don't. Okay. All right, let's do this the right way. We're going to add our other G here. That looks a little bit better. Looks a lot better. All right, let's grab F, which is just background fabric, and we're going to add it to the left side of our project. Okay, and then we're going to grab our last piece, which is our big carrot, and that's going to go on this side. We're going to add that piece. All right, y'all. There is our peas and carrots block. What y'all think? Peas and carrots. There it is. It's cute. Carrots are cute. I mean, the hardest part on this block was all the peas. And they weren't really hard because we were just snowballing all of them. So, all right. So I'll get set up for the next ones. All the next ones are 6.5 blocks. So they should be pretty quick blocks. So let me go get set up and I'll be right back. We're going to make the Summer Star block. And I've got all of the cut-ins are here. There isn't very many pieces to it. There's everything that we're going to use. So I'm going to set this aside over here. And we're going to grab A and D. What we're going to start with. We're going to make, we're making 4 of these. We're going to cut them. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I've already marked these. So we're going to sew 4th on each side. Okay. Okay. So I've got those 4. I've trimmed them up and everything. And then we're going to take, with right sides facing, layer 2 triangles. With right sides facing. With right sides facing. Okay, right sides facing. I'm going to do it this way because then, yeah, so we're going to sew it this way. Okay. And we are going to draw a line. Okay. And then I'm going to sew on either side. All right. So now we have 4 hourglass. And they need to be 2 3/4. So we're gonna do that. All right, y'all. So I had to redo a couple of these because you cannot take, and I had my 4.5 thinking that I would just use that. These are going to be 2.5. And so I was measuring, you know, like this, and then I cut it. Well, then one of my hourglass is going to be smaller than the other. So I messed up 2 of them. So I ended up having to do it versus, you know, lining it up on my 2 so that the hourglasses match. Just a silly mistake. I know better. What am I doing? I know better. So we've got the hourglass. It's done. Let's grab C and B. C and B. This is not that hard of a block. I'm making it way more difficult than it needs to be. All right, so we're going to make 4 of these, and we're going to, I'll do one and show you how we're going to lay it out. So we're going to do one there. Once we sew one on all of those like that, right? So I'll put one on here so I can just get these all going. Hey, 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 what inside voice? Mila, inside voice. Mila, inside voice. Mila. Mila, inside voice. Inside voice. What's going on? What's going on? Inside voice. There's nothing out there, baby. Yeah, there's nothing. What? There's nothing out. There's nothing out there. What? Come on. What? There's nothing out there. There's nothing out there. All right. Not sure what Millie thought she saw. All right. So then once we're done with that one, we're just going to go and we'll do the next one will be on the bottom. And then once we have all those, and then we'll do that one next. And then we'll do that one. Okay. All right, let's put this block together. So I've made 4 of those, sized them up as well. We're going to grab E, which is our center block. And we're going to start building. So let's put the hourglass pieces on first. So the hourglass will go there. And there. Here. And here. And then we'll have one of these there, there, and there. And that'll be our block. Okay. There's our summer star. That's our summer star block. My points look pretty good. I need to press it a little bit better. Definitely need to press it a little bit better, but summer star. Very nice. All right, what's our next one? Our next one is Sunny Sunflower block. So here is all the cutting for this block. And this is the Sunny Sunflower block that we're going to work on. I'm going to grab A and I'm going to draw some lines on A because we're going to make 4 of these. So 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. I think I'm going to do it without. All right, so we're going to grab B. We're going to make 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to grab 2 ways. I'm going to show you how we're going to lay it out. So it's going to be one in that corner, and then, nope, one in that corner, and then one in that corner. And I'll make diagonal lines from there to here. So it'll be from there to there. Okay, let's put this block together. I just went ahead and sewed those together. That's C and D together. We're going to grab F, which is our center, and we're going to build. We're going to build. Okay. It's going to go just like that. All right, y'all. There is our sunny sunflower block. That one's cute. Looks like a sunflower, doesn't it? Very nice. Very nice, very nice, very nice. All right, we're moving along. We're going to do tumbleweed. Here's all the cutting for tumbleweed. That's our next block. Not too many pieces. We're going to grab F from here and C. I'm going to set these aside. And we're going to make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love this color. Turquoise, blue, ocean blue. And we're going to grab C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Set that aside. And we're going to put this at the top on each one. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to grab B, and B will go on top. Just like that. Okay, so we have 4 of those units. Now we're going to grab E and C. And we're going to make 4 of these. And these are going to go this way on this one. And then we're going to grab G, and G is going to go G is going to go what size? 1.5. A fourth, 1.5. G, 1.5. All right, so I'm going to have to cut some pieces because I made these too small. So I need to go and cut some of these, but they will go right on the corner, like all the way on the left-hand corner. Okay, so now we have that unit. All right, so we're going to grab A, make 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to grab these that we did, the blue ones. And we're going to grab an A. This one's going to go next to it. And then this one's going to go like that. So it's going to go like that. And we're going to make 4 of those. What's next for us? Do we make those 4? And then after we make this 4, what we're going to do is grab D. And I'm going to have to make my marks on them, but we're going to put this in. Once it's all sewn up, we'll put that in the corner, and it'll go from corner to corner. So I'm going to put that unit together 4 times, and I'll be right back. Hi, Cooper. Are you going to say hi to the folks? Look, Cooper. Look at Cooper. There's Coop. All right, I'll be right back. All right, y'all. We're going to sew this just like that. Now that we have those pieces done, we'll definitely have to square it up, but there's our tumbleweed. That's a cool block. That's a cool block. Okay, so I've pulled A and E because this is the cutting for our welcome block. So I'm going to sit all of these pieces down here for now. We're just going to use A and E. We're going to make 8 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8. So all of these. And let me show you what we're going to do with them. We're just going to put this on top, and we're going to sew, and then we'll trim part of it off. We are going to work on, I guess we've already started on the welcome block, and I've gone ahead and made 8 of these, and we're going to lay them out. So I've got F and B, and we're going to do F and B. So we're gonna just looking at how they want this set up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Just gonna put them like that. So that's that one, and then we want F, and then B. So it's gonna go like that. So the block is going to be sewn like that, and I'll make 4 of them. All right, so we have 4 of those units now. I'm gonna set those aside and I'm gonna grab D and C. D and C. And we're gonna make 4 of these. And we're gonna put one in the left-hand corner. And then once we're done sewing those, we'll put another one in the right-hand corner. Just like that. Just like this one. Okay? All right, let's sew those up. I've gone ahead and made those blocks. So we're ready to put this together. So let's grab C, or I mean G. G's going to be the center of our block. And then we're going to have one of these. Whoops, I'm dropping them. On the ends. You all see that? And then these are going to go in the center, or on the pointing towards the outer edge. So that's going to be our block, just like that. You see it full? Yep. All right, let's get this sewn up. Here is our welcome block. Isn't that cute? It's a cute block. It is a cute block. Cute block. Welcome block. Put that with the other ones that we've made today. All right, we have one left, and that is going to be woolly sheep. So I'll go set that one up, and we'll get stitching. We'll get sewing. Right. So here's woolly sheep. That's all the cutting for woolly sheep. A little bit bigger. We're gonna start with M and B. M and B. And I'm gonna grab just one of M. And we're gonna put it this way. So that's M and B. And then we'll grab K. And once we get this sewn, we'll put K on the bottom down here. And that'll make a thing. We're gonna make one of those. Let's just sew this one up real quick. Okay, we'll put this one right on the bottom there, just like that. All right, so now we have that unit. I'm gonna grab these back on there. I'm gonna grab E and J. E and J. And J. E and J. How many of these are we making? Just one. Okay. E and J. And we're going to sew them like this. Okay, so now we have that little unit. We're gonna grab L and K. There's L and K. And we're gonna take two of these. And we're going to put them on the bottom. One there. And then the other will go here. So let's do this one first. And grab this one. We're going to put it here. Okay, we have that unit. We're going to grab N and I. There's I and here's N. N and I. And it's going to go like that. Just like that. Okay, we have that unit. Just making all these units. Oh, I guess we want that one back for a second. We're going to add K to the bottom of this one. We're going to add K to the bottom of this one. Right there. Okay. All right, now we have that. So let's get C and B. C. Nope, G. We want G. G and B. And I'll take that. And we're going to put this up in this corner, just like that. Okay. All right, so let's put some things together. We're going to have all these little pieces down here so I can see what's what here. Okay, so that's going to be his face. This is going to be his ear. It's going to be that piece. And this has got H. I need H. H has got to go on this piece that we built. And it'll go just like that. Okay, so it's going to go here, here. Let's put these two pieces together. I've made a 12.5-inch block of woolly sheep. We'll see how the 6-inch fares. Okay. I mean, I can see his face in there. So get those sewn up. Face of a little sheep. There he is. All right, so I'm going to set that aside for a second. We're going to grab O and C. C and O. And O is going to go on the top, just like that. Okay, so now we have that. And we're going to grab E. And E is going to go off the top. Okay, so now we put E at the top. And I'm going to set that aside for a second. We're going to grab F and B. It looks like F and B. And we're going to put one on this side and one on that side. So I'm going to sew it, oops, make sure it's straight, right? Or sew it like that. All right, so now we have that piece. And let's see, what have I got going on next? Okay, I'm going to grab A. And A is going to go on the bottom. And then I'm going to grab D. And once I get that sewn, then I'll sew D on to that. Okay, so I've got this. I'm going to take this piece that's got just a little bit of the gray. And nope, we want to add the woolly face to the top first. And then we'll add his tail. We got to add his body first. Now we have, looks like a little sheep. Let's put on the grass, which is our last one, which is this piece on the very bottom. Right, Joe? Now for his legs, I'll actually embroider those. I'll sew those on. I'll embroider those on. And then for his eyes, I may just do like a French knot for both of his eyes. Yeah, I may just do that. There he is. All right, y'all. We have done so many blocks. So we did peas and carrots from last week that I missed. Actually, I didn't miss. I chose not to do that one just because the video would just take that much longer. And we did summer star block. We did sunny sunflower block. We did the tumbleweed block. We did the welcome block. And we did woolly sheep. So I think next week we will have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Let's see, 6, 12, 12, 12. So there are 3 12 and 2 6. So 2 6-inch blocks next week and 3 12. We will try to get them in. They look like they're big blocks too, but we're going to try to get them in all in one video. And then that'll be it for our blocks. And then it will be putting it together and doing our finishing and finishing up this. Yep. It will be, yeah, there'll be 5 columns. And it tells us in what row that we're going to sew them. So the finishing might be like a part 1, part 2, two different videos to get it done. And then we'll do both borders. There's one really thin border and then a secondary border. So yeah, we are super uber close to being done with our Farm Fresh Sew Along. Fat Quarter Shop has already completed theirs, which is fine. We're tootling at our own pace. We're just tootling along on our own pace. All right, y'all. If you like this content, if you would, please subscribe. And also there's something new with the hype button, which is right, you'll see it in there. If you could hype the videos for me when you watch them, it just helps YouTube pick it up and you know, send it a little further into YouTube land. So thank you all. Appreciate you hanging in there with me, and I will see you in the next video. Have a blessed day.